All right, what's up, guys? Wow, this just looks extremely bad. Like, you would think that all this drama is over. I just woke up and I'm just shocked to see that at this point of time, FTX or basically FTX, right, is being acquired by Binance. It's like the whole year has already been, we are trying to battle the whole inflationary interest rate environment picking up. Equities are still down, and now you have this issue resurfacing again. I thought that, at least after the whole all the other exchanges just going down, you thought that, okay, there should be at least a few titans left, right? But wow, you just had to end the year with another just right smack in the face, like a little kid trying to get up after falling down from learning how to ride a bicycle, and after falling down, getting scared left and right, even falling down without the helmet, because that's how I feel. And right now, this happens again. Okay, so one thing I am very concerned about most people, because I think there were not many little choices left. Like, for example, in Singapore, right? Initially, I was contemplating, because I was on Binance for quite a while. In fact, I still am. And thankfully, I still am. I actually was thinking of moving to FTX because, I mean, there's not many choices left. Like, guys, like from the top of my head, I did want to use Coinbase, but Coinbase doesn't have that functionality for trading, limit orders and all that. It doesn't have that. I think Coinbase Pro does, but I just never got to setting up that account. I already set up a FTX account. I was using it for very small amounts, like just a few $100s just to test and try. And now with this situation, I don't even know where to go. Okay, so guys, let me just sort out the whole wait, hold on. I have the I was supposed to use the YouTube, but I think my broadcasting is a little bit off at this point of time. Yeah, okay. And I don't even know where to go. I'm live. Okay, so guys, let me just sort out the, okay, so we can chat also. So guys, this is a legit situation, and I'm really wondering how do we navigate at this point. I think my broadcasting, so let me get is a little bit off at this point of time. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I don't even know where to go. Okay, so if you are wondering and you're joining the stream, yes. Okay, so we can at this point in time. The markets obviously are concerned about yet another situation, and I'm really wondering how I would say one of the largest exchanges is a little bit off. That is at this point of time. You see, no one is actually being honest, or at least SBF is not being honest about. If you are wondering and you're joining the stream, yes. So on Twitter, initially it was Binance or at least CZ wanting to dump FTT tokens, right? And then what happened was, I would say one of the largest SBF was like being very defensive and saying, oh, we also have an X amount of BNB tokens that we could. You see, no one is actually. So initially honest. Or at least days ago, SBF is not being honest. They were trying to. If you are wondering, I was thinking, what was this drama? So on Twitter, initially, other rumors that Binance or at least CZ wanting to dump the FTT tokens, sell off FTT tokens. What happened was, I would say one of the kind of SBF was like being very defensive, saying, oh, we also have an X amount of Twitter. So I was like, okay, where's all this information coming from? All this SBF is just what I thought they were trying to. Then, like I said, I was thinking, what was this about channels update and other rumors actually true? What I was thinking about FTT, sell off FTT tokens, you have to suddenly kind of SBF was like being very defensive, a repertoire of news saying that. So I was like, okay, where's all this information coming from? That all this SBF thing is just what FTX. What looks bad. I was thinking, what? Everybody was trying to take channels update and other these Binance, through Luna, and then you have exchanges that are just open down, repertoire of just taking a hit, right? The left, right, and side. Okay, so where's all this string of people saying that Binance is having the same solution? I was thinking, wow, everybody was trying to push finance, it just doesn't end, right? You have this whole situation of exchanges just continuously collapsing, and then you have the bigger boys suddenly buy them exchanges, and you're like wondering, oh my god, repertoire of just taking a hit, right? The left, right, and side. Right now, all this is I think having your cryptocurrency on the ledger and not thinking too much about everybody was trying to push finance. Like if you were to, like if I was to end, right, you have this whole situation having an exchanges just continuously collapsing, and then or having a bigger wallet and just buying and storing. But the issue, you're like wondering, oh my god, which exchange can you actually trust? Like every single exchange is going down. Like where can you even go? Like I guess is Coinbase still around? Like there are exchanges in Singapore that literally don't even allow you to, like if I was to withdraw tokens, but you can buy and just buy and sell and just continuously if you want to make paper profits, it's fine, but they may not have the liquidity, and if they had the liquidity, oh my god, which exchange can you actually trust? Like every single exchange is going down. They don't even, like where can you even go? Like I guess is Coinbase still around? Like there are exchanges. CoinHako. Okay, so CoinHako, for example, is a withdraw token license, which is a digital and sell token license given by MAS. It's fine. But the token is the license. If they had the ability to own certain entities, can you actually trust? And so they will use the license. And if they wanted to buy, for example, Polkadot, like you could buy Polkadot, but you couldn't withdraw into the ledger. Like you just had to hold the okay, so like they allow you to trade the withdraw token license. Bitcoin is Ethereum, they would have sufficient liquidity, but it also depends, right? Because the token, apparently how exchanges function is pretty much the same if they were even stored. You could pre-order if they don't stock. So let's say if you withdraw into your Bitcoin, you just had to hold, and they don't have you have to kind of wait in limbo when you do the withdrawal. So at that point you will kind of sufficient, like whether they even, but it also depends, right? Because the stock for you or not. Because we have this expectation how the exchange functions to buy and sell the same if they want to invest in crypto. You could normally order if they don't stock. The moment you buy your Bitcoin, for example, you would expect that you see and they don't have like in the wallet that you are waiting when you do the withdrawal. So at that point you will kind of buy. That's not always the case. So that was the experience that I actually had. Because we have this expectation how the I was trying to buy them. They said this is during the time when you normally order which exchange could you buy. So there's obviously other exchanges. For example, you would expect that there are some that you don't have in the wallet that you when you Coinbase. So at that point you feel kind of buy. That's not all they always hold. So that was the experience that I actually had. Sell and sometimes they are not listing every single token. I was trying to buy them. There are still this is speculative opportunities. Normally order which exchange could still try. There's obviously other exchanges. For example, this Meta. You would expect that there are some Meta was that you see in the wallet that you or NFT going forward and they so at that point you Polygon. That's not all they always some live, right? Maybe there's some live and sell that's happening right now. So I don't know, guys. Like to me, it's a very challenging, speculative opportunity situation at this point in time. I don't even know what is going on. Wait, let me read the comments. Okay, audio is messed up. It's not watchable. So at that point you Polygon. There's some live, maybe there's some live and sell. There's a double root. So I don't know, guys. Like it's a very challenging. This guys is the situation at this point in time. I don't even know what is going on. Wait, let me read the comments. Okay, audio is messed up. It's not watchable. So at that point you Polygon. There's some live, maybe there's some live and sell. There's a double root. So I don't know, guys. Like it's a very challenging. This guys is the situation at this point in time. I don't even know what is going on. Wait, let me read the comments. Sorry, guys. I think think okay because it's not watchable. So at that point you Polygon. Guys, can you hear me now? Guys, oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is horrible. Oh my god, I wanted to do a whole thing and then this happened. Okay, I suspect that okay the sounds like 1,000 Ryans. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. Oh my god, so sorry guys. Okay, because I had desktop audio on for a initial stream, right? And then after that, what happened is yeah, okay, because I wanted to have voice audio, and then the audio that was playing on some of the initial videos. Okay, so okay. Oh my god, guys! So sorry. Like I said, I haven't been doing streams in a very in quite a while. So I think my desktop setting was messed up. Okay. Okay, guys. So as I was trying to say, these days there's not many exchanges that we can trust and use. I'm also curious. Free deals for everyone on the stream. Oh my god. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so you see right now, right? Where do we go, guys? Yeah, it's like okay, there's not many people who can even use Binance, right? Because I think there are a lot of countries that are just and you have to probably use Binance because you only can use Binance because of a VPN, right? And imagine like the token was initially trading at initially, the token was like, for example, FTT tokens were trading around 22 to about $26, and then now it's like it's $5, guys. It's $5.50. It's really horrible. And also, guys, sorry for the first 10 minutes of this stream. It was an audio mess up. It's bad, guys. I think the audio is not as bad as the markets, but it was bad. Yeah, so I would say that right now, the whole situation is, if you were to, where would you go, guys? Can I even get a show of hands, or at least just let me know what exchanges are y'all using at this point of time? Like where are y'all going? To buy and sell crypto. I'm just curious. I genuinely am curious at this point of time. Which exchanges are you using? Because there are not many exchanges that even allow token trading. Okay, that's one. And yeah, oh hey, thanks Greg. I would like to come on more often, but it's a bear market and there's not much activity, right? If you realistically ask me, I can't be talking about random NFT projects or GameFi. I'm not a gamer myself. At the same time, also I still believe in development, but development and infrastructure, talking about actual projects, all this is, to me, I find that it's quite boring. Like the layman cannot actually use all these things immediately. Like NFT was a very good phase of the time where like for example, I keep magic cards, right? It's a little bit relatable, but that's an actual physical product. Whereas NFTs are very different. Like it's just highly speculative, and true enough. Firstly, you had to deal with the whole gas fees and Ethereum being highly priced, to the minting, to finally getting the actual random mint, and then after dumping it on OpenSea. I don't know, it was just purely pump and dump to me. It was just another form of pump and dump. So I just completely skipped that. Then now, of course, you're starting to see actual developments happening. A lot of DeFi solutions are popping up onto the market. I would say that I think going forward with the current situation of centralized exchanges going down, DeFi truly has a pace. Like if you ask me what I would actually be banking on right now, I would say that any DeFi platform that has proven itself to be secure, it's still running, it's still functioning, even though liquidity may not be the best. I would bet on that. I would start dollar cost averaging on that. Like I've been observing, like you can see my list of cryptocurrencies, right? Bittrex. Wow. Okay, you're using Bittrex. Yeah. Sorry, Norek. Okay. So firstly, when I live streamed this, I forgot to like kind of turn on my own YouTube as well, so I couldn't see the chat. So that's one. I apologize for that. And after that, I turned on the chat. After that, you guys were like saying, "Oh no, the audio is garbage," because there was dual audio or triple audio, and that was coming out from the feedback from other the desktop audio. So that's why there was so-called that echoing. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, so like right now, last few weeks crypto alts have been moving. Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, it really kind of doesn't matter. You see, that's the point that I'm trying to also state, and that's a very good thing that you brought up, Bruce. At this point of time, right, even when okay, firstly, even when you see alts going up, it seems to like mean very little, because we can't determine whether alts are moving because there's some fundamental reason to do so, or you're just seeing that the market is just bored and there's some level of acquisition going on. There's a support level buy, right? Because you would notice that, okay, if you notice, okay, now I do notice something. Now that we're on stream and we can actually validate this together, okay, and I want to go back to the charts. Okay, if you notice, I'm gonna move my face away. Do you notice, like, this is my little watch list now of what I'm looking at? I'm looking at Ethereum, I'm looking at Cake, I'm looking at BNB, I'm looking at Polkadot, Aave, I'm looking at Bitcoin, Uni, and then I'm looking at Matic, right? So even when Bitcoin is below 20,000, I noticed that altcoins are actually, they are actually way higher. Like previously, you would expect that, okay, if Bitcoin was below 20,000, the way it is right now, you would see alts already at $5 or something like that. Maybe DOT would be at $5, Cake should be around 4, BNB would be around 326. But you're seeing some kind of price support, and Ethereum, right, is the most heavily correlated. As you can see, Ethereum dropped like 15%, but the alts are seemingly holding value pretty well. Matic kind of went up a lot because of the whole meta, but like I said, having or adopting a SDK to build stuff is not like money being pumped in. But if that was the case, it seems like, okay, it made people who were betting or at least dollar cost averaging into Matic pretty happy. I don't know. I just find that the market is a little bit whacked at the moment. It's very random. Like, I personally would still focus on infrastructure. Like, if I was to be buying stuff, I would still focus on Polkadot. I would still focus on Cake, Ethereum. Like, okay, what's my logic on at least something that has a high yield strategy, right? If we're going to have a high interest rate environment going forward, traditional investors will be buying, basically any kind of sovereign or government bonds, dollar denominated. So they will definitely be just putting their money in some kind of fiat product, right, or money market product, and you can earn anywhere from maybe 4 to 5% going forward, depending on how aggressive the hikes are gonna be, and that's gonna be bad for literally anything that's high risk. This is the perception, right? Also, there are still midterm elections that are going on. Midterm elections at this point of time, there's still a level of uncertainty of what's the policies that are going forward. Are they going to be pro finance, or it's going to be pro taxes? I don't know what it's going to be at this point of time. Then the year is coming to an end. Obviously, a lot of traders will be unwinding their positions, or at least reducing their risk so that they can go on holidays. That's another one. But the market is just so smashed. Everything is just down 80-90%. Like, perhaps maybe there's some accumulation going on. But if you continue to have this kind of scenario, which is the whole, yet another blow up, right? It kind of destroys the confidence for people to step in, because firstly, if you want to buy or speculate, you can't be having your brokerage or your exchanges going down like that. It only seems to happen in crypto. To me, it has never happened on, like, for example, our the nation's stock exchange just goes bankrupt. Like it doesn't happen. Like, I would say that you have brokerage platforms potentially going bust, but I think because of the high requirements and liquidity that you have to hold to be a brokerage, right? It doesn't happen. It doesn't seem to happen. Like, you don't hear any branded stock brokerages or platforms going down, but you have crypto platforms going down. Oh man, this is so 2017. This is so 2017. Like, where you don't even know which exchange to use. It's just, oh my god, it's like a full circle of stuff. Yeah. So at this point of time, I would say that infrastructural plays are the best plays. And also look at DeFi plays. I think DeFi plays are going to be very, very essential. They're going to do very well going forward, especially as long as the code is sound, it's secure. People are going to want to look for solutions. Yes, at this point in time, I think everyone is going to be very, very scared. They're going to just be hiding their tokens in their cold wallet, if they even can withdraw. I'm not sure whether, folks who are using FTX, can they withdraw at this time. I understand that there's going to be some, folks are able to withdraw, and they were having some issues with withdrawal, I think, for certain tokens. But then I managed to get some of my friends out. They were having their tokens on FTX, but then now it seems okay. I don't know, guys. Like, it's just very, very messy in my opinion. But I know things are gonna get better, right? It's only going to get better, right? I mean, look, it's already so bad already at this point of time. I don't see any reason why things should, why anything should be otherwise, right? Because once the dust settles, right, I feel that the market is just going to come back in full force, because like right now you're just thinning down the options. That's how I feel, right? The lesser options there are, suddenly everyone will just go towards what's obvious. Okay, so at this point in time, it is very sad to see FTT go, or FTX kind of like have this situation. Whether the acquisition goes through or not, I think it's yet to. I don't want to comment. I don't want to comment. Initially, people were saying, "Oh, FTX is fine. It's a titan. It's a giant. There shouldn't be any issues." But it really seems it's not the case. There's really no such thing as too big to fail. And if you fail, you're really hoping that you have built a business with enough network effect that you are valuable. That's why you are valuable. It's not that because you are an exchange that you're valuable. It's more of the network effect. What kind of jurisdictional presence do you have, especially if you are in a certain country that requires licenses, and you're popular because of your license. You're not because you have high trading volume or a large customer base. No, sometimes just attaining a license in those exchanges is big, right? So yeah, sorry. Okay, so what do you think about, like, a bit out there ideas like Olympus? I feel the next half year will flush out a bit more of the system, or maybe worse is behind us, but the market revenge will be huge. Yeah. I think okay, so I am not familiar with Olympus. I've heard of it, but I've yet to research, because there's just, you see, that's the thing, you see, so it surprises me that there are the community is a very powerful thing. The community will always be nitpicking projects that make sense, right? I think folks who have been with me a while know that assessing and analyzing a project, right, is so challenging. Like, for example, because of COVID, right, there was very little opportunity to hear and showcase, or at least experience or speak to any founders. Only this year, right, conventions started to come back to Singapore. Okay, and quite frankly, you see the familiar names. So I wasn't too keen, and neither did I participate. I didn't participate in the recent token 20 whatever token 2022. I'll just say token 2022. It wasn't something like even the Singapore FinTech Festival was really focused on fintech and actual blockchain integrated solutions. Okay, and it's very B2B based. Like you would go there and you'll be like, okay, why am I here? You know, because it's not the same vibe. You know, don't get me wrong. It goes to show that the developers have taken over. There is obviously enough funding to run their business, and you know they are here to build. They are not here to care about the speculation. Like that's not even their concern. Right now, it's like if I have a product, I'm here to build out the infrastructure, making sure that it's a good infrastructure, it's secure, it works, and then eventually we'll push it out to corporate clients, institutions. Retail at this point in time, I would say that it's gonna be very tough. Why do I say that? Because after each blowout like this, I tell you, all our governments are watching all this unveiling, and I tell you, for a matter of fact, if this also doesn't, if FTX, right, doesn't get any form of help, it's gonna just look so bad. Retail investors are gonna be experiencing a harder. There's gonna be more loops to jump through to buy crypto. Okay, it's just gonna be more difficult. Okay, and initially when we came on, we were hoping that okay, this is gonna be a third pillar, another pillar to kind of build an income, a portfolio, but it doesn't seem to be that way at this point in time. You know, if you are going to confidently wanting to buy an asset, you want to have the ability to hold the asset somewhere, right? And you're making it very, very challenging by having all this happening over and over again. It just doesn't make sense, guys. It just doesn't make sense. Like you want to run around, you're just running around holding your crypto in your ledger. But my question is, there are times when you want to capitalize on those little pumps, and you know it. And what have you ever thought about people who were going all in on FTT token, right? Going all in, thinking that it's a sound business, thinking that since Binance is already kind of like out of my jurisdiction, maybe I will go and buy and accumulate FTX tokens, and then now FTX is like that, like if you were dollar cost averaging and having a strategy, let me dollar cost average, and it seems like FTT, wow, the poster boy, he's a billionaire, young billionaire, I think things cannot cannot get any worse from where it is right now. FTX has been acquiring businesses, it looks good, it looks healthy, and then this happens, right? Guys, like, all the possibilities, and there's only so many bullets that people can afford, I mean, I really don't know. I'm really speaking from experience here. Although I don't have any FTT, I don't even put my assets on FTX, but I totally understand like how it feels like trying to invest in crypto. It's very tough. I'm talking about invest. I'm not even trying to flip stuff. Oh man. And yeah, and this year alone is really proving to us all that there's no such thing as a token that is too big to fail. There's really no such thing. Anyway, guys, you really have to just stay safe. I feel that, I want to make more content like this, but like I said, it's challenging because news is happening fast, but at the same time, when it's so fast, it's like, how do you even keep up, right? Because of all the time zones and everything. I really feel that the market is very, 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 is in a state of stress at this point in time. I really believe so. It's in a state of stress, and it really needs it really requires some kind of, I must admit it, like, regulation is really a must to step in. It's really insane, guys. Like come on, like you want to have a centralized exchange where you can on-ramp and off-ramp, right? Because my concern right now is, okay, let's say you make money in crypto, okay, and you eventually need to cash out, okay, but there's no place for you to safely do that. You need to engage P2P buyers, but P2P buyers are no longer encouraged, right? Because there's a high potential of scam, at the same time, you need to know for a fact that who are the ones that you can trust, right? Who are the credible P2P vendors that you can trust, because you're transferring money upfront. It's like buying magic cards, you know. You transfer the money first, and in 2 weeks' time, then you get your product. And you know, magic cards are not cheap, guys. They are like a few $1,000s to you know, it can be 5 figures or even 6 figures. But you're in good faith transferring the money first, because you have to wire the money first. There's no such thing as, oh, okay, you send me the card, and then when I see that the condition is satisfactory, then I transfer the money and I wire the money. It's not like that at all. You always send the money first. So the same thing, right? When you're buying or you're offloading your tokens, let's say you have made a killing on Bitcoin, right? For some reason you made a killing on Bitcoin, you need to come back to US dollars, or you need to come back to Singapore dollars, for example. You need to transfer your tokens first. Or you are buying, you need to transfer your fiat first, then the vendor will send over the tokens. You're always at a disadvantage, just so you know, right? So there's why a lot of people, right, are trying to find a solution where it's workable. I would say that it's just trying to find a balance right now. And I tell you, it's very, very difficult. I have no idea where the markets are turning. I feel that, to me, I'm always long. I'm always long-term bullish, guys. I'm always 100% long-term bullish. I've been in this space for way too long to think otherwise. Like, yes, I get very dejected. I really do. Like right now, you're gonna have a bunch of people gonna be asking me what is happening. Like, you know, do you think crypto is still safe? No, crypto is not safe, man. Crypto is not safe. If I was to say crypto is safe, I'm completely lying through my teeth, right? It is not safe. You don't have even a secure place to even put your crypto. It's just very freaking sad. Like, other than the core wallet, you can't even trust a single exchange. Like, okay, I think wait, let me see. How does this make Binance look? I don't know, man. Like, how does it make Binance? I mean, okay, look, Binance is now looking like the biggest badass in crypto. Like, it is like the godfather. But you know what happens, right? When you have one particular exchange that is just so strong, so powerful, it has a lot of say in the market. But at this point of time, I think nobody really can comment otherwise, because you have people just dropping like flies left, right, and center because of some liquid. You know, I want to really find out how on earth how did FTX come to this situation where they have a liquidity issue. I want to really know. I really want to find out, because the probably all the news is probably gonna unravel itself in the next few days. How did FTX, from being a, you know, what's that, SBF, being a 16 billion in net worth, suddenly become like less than I think less than $1 million, less than $1 billion at the moment. I think his net worth is less than $1 billion because he owns a lot of FTT. I'm sure he owns a lot of other tokens as well. Come on. And personally, he's gonna be okay. I know for a fact that most crypto billionaires are gonna be okay. They're gonna hide away in Dubai or some weird country. But I always feel the most for retail investors, because retail investors, right, are the ones that are trying to figure this out, trying to build their net worth, and then this shit happens. You know, it's very difficult. Godzilla, Binance, yeah. Heard that BlockFi was in trouble. I moved all my coins off there and was pain in the ass just moving coins. Wait, Bruce, just so you know, at least you are familiar enough to do so, you know, because you've been in the space a while. And you know, you are familiar enough to move things out. You know, it's very challenging. Like I said, it's not like the existing banking system where you pick up when you have an issue, you can pick up the phone, or you just listen to some voice automation that, you know, you can settle it by voice automation. Crypto is nothing like that. Crypto is like figuring stuff out always on your own. It's like a new recipe every single year. Every single few months, you have something new popping up. It is insane, guys. Oh my goodness. But anyway, you know, guys, do understand that you know, we are we are in a very tumultuous time. Okay, we are in a very tumultuous time of crypto. I feel that you thought that you had, you thought that you had players. I'm just reminiscing. Okay, initially I thought that, wow, in 2018, leading up to 2019, you have a whole, the same thing, exchanges. You're not sure which one to use. And you're saying Bittrex, right? Bittrex liquidity is just so shit, guys. Bittrex international liquidity is just so shit that I would feel the same way. The reason why I didn't jump onto FTX or start using FTX, because I felt the liquidity was very bad. And now for the fact that liquidity is bad, they had a nice suite of products. But I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, imagine it was in a trade, like at this point of time on FTX, I would be like panicking. I have to unwind. I would unwind. And I tell you guys, I guarantee a lot of people are actually net long. Alright? Most people at this point of time will be rarely net short. Okay? Majority will be net long. Because I already mentioned already, we already lost 80 to 90% of the market cap already. Why would anyone still be so contrarian and start bashing and building up shorts, right? So a lot will be net long, right? Especially on exchanges. And then now you have this shit happening. Obviously, everyone liquidated. So there's also the possibility of, a very big play where, wow, okay, let's mess up the ones who are net long, right? Get them liquidated, right? So that we don't have to pay them anything. We actually take their assets. I mean, exchanges are dirty, guys. Let's just put it this way. Exchanges, no matter what, we need them, but they also want to screw with us. It's like going to a casino, right? You want to play, but casinos will always screw you. They always have the advantage. Like, you win very little. So that's why I tell you, investing is painful in crypto. It's very, very painful. It's very, very challenging. I feel that it's gonna, like, going forward, to get people to come in is going to be very challenging. I feel that the next 2-3 years, nobody wants to hear about crypto. Like, you are going to have very few people talking about it. Like I would definitely still talk about it, right? I love talking about it, but I'm going to be so cautious. I've always been cautious, guys. I think you've known me for so long. I've always been so cautious about what I say. The reason why I don't make any content, because I'm not here for affiliate benefits. There's zero affiliate benefits in all my content. Like, I only just share about my own group. But the problem is, when I share about my own group, there's also very little that I can put out that is, I mean, like, for example, I think the only good thing is that right now I mentioned about the whole FTT thing. Like, it kind of like alerted folks, like, oh, there's some shit happening with FTX. So people kind of got worried because they had assets there, like I said, and that was kind of helpful in a way. So maybe there's some help to having that group still function and being alive. It's still alive, guys. My group is still alive. It's just like a little club, like a book reading club. It's very, very interesting. Have the super. How long will till we have one super exchange which can tap into every pool liquidity? Yeah, I mean, like, there will be a time when, I at this point of time, if you tell me it's not Binance, I really have no idea, If Binance, look, I don't know what CZ does, right, to get in the good books of, like, literally just make all the right, like, maybe it's not making all the right moves, but somehow it's just weird. It's like, CZ is like storm riding here, He's like just storm riding. He's like, wow, the lightning strikes, but he dodges it just milliseconds before the lightning hits him, I don't know. It's like, you get what I mean or not? Like to dodge bullets in crypto is freaking difficult. Like, it's just so difficult to dodge bullets. I really don't know. I don't know how to think, or where do you think is the bottom? Okay, so Wellington Silver, the bottom, I would say that we can't call a bottom at this point in time, but I would say that, okay, the market, right, you need to have the interest rate environment, the interest rate environment has to stop going up aggressively first, okay? So I noticed that despite the fact that the interest rate keeps going up, right, BTC was, at least before this happening, right, BTC was at least at 19 to 20,000. Okay, so it goes to show, right, the people in crypto, right, are a little bit more resilient, or at least they have the cash on hand, because crypto before crypto before all the derivative products, right? Most of us, we have to have our own money. We're coming with our own money, but how much of that money is borrowed is another question, right? Because interest rate only affects us only if we are borrowing from a financial institution to put into a risky asset. So I think crypto folks, I hope, have enough common sense to use what they have, right, which is liquid cash. Okay, liquid cash means that after paying off liabilities, it's your funny money, and you're just just buying and averaging down. So if you look at Glassnode, apparently there are now more BTC addresses that have BTC, and they are accumulating. Not big accounts, but at least they are accumulating. So it goes to show that there's some floor price happening. But of course, naturally, after today, I really don't know, right? Because you're causing yet another round of panic. People who are just building up their confidence in crypto are like, oh my God, like I just started only and this is happening. I'm run for the hills. So that's one. But okay, Ethereum is still the largest, okay, in terms of smart contract platform. Polkadot as well. BNB is definitely gonna be the big kahuna coming out on tops. I wouldn't be surprised, right? By next year, BNB is like double the price. Like double the price because of just being the biggest kahuna. Because it's just market confidence, guys. Think of it this way. Let's say you're out in the sea, right? You landed in the ocean, okay? The crypto ocean. You're trying to find the nearest island so that you don't drown and die of hypothermia, okay? You're just holding a little raft. You want to get to the nearest island, and that nearest island is an exchange, okay? You just want to be able to just sit there, eat some coconuts, catch some crabs, and survive. And then after that, the island just starts sinking. You rush off to another island, and then after that island is big enough, it has a nice thriving community, and that island is Binance. You'll be there, right? Because human beings are all about comfort. Human beings want to be comfortable. They want to be at a place. Nobody wants to keep jumping from one island to another. That's just sick. It's like you thought that you established yourself, you built your tent already, and then after that, your whole island starts sinking, or you have an infestation of crabs, that kind of thing. Like, it's not livable, what? So you want to move along, and yeah, so Binance is gonna be probably one of the leaders now. I got nothing to say. Then you have the whole DeFi space, which I feel is gonna do pretty well already. I think it now even double. I even want to double down on my thoughts already. Okay, so now it looks like any DeFi lending platform, Aave and Uni and Cake, they will probably lead the market space. As long as they are doing the right things, I would say Cake, Aave, and Uni will do very well. I really feel so. Because right now, your centralized exchanges, you're already restricting people from trading. There are countries that cannot even use the centralized exchanges because it's just blocked off, right? What are you left with? The decentralized exchange DEXs, right? The DEX platforms, right? That's all that's left. Yeah, there's not many choices left. There's really not many choices left, guys. Yeah. Okay. What do you think of spinning some gains? Wait. I'm reading the chat as well. What do you think about spinning some gains from crypto you put into other assets back into crypto? Cake makes you 60%. Still, BNB has a lot of options to earn you. Okay. So, Sir Flipstar, yes. Okay. You see, that's the thing about being a non-pro YouTube streamer. I was about to mention that. Okay. So, firstly, with the interest rate environment going up, as people who are into crypto, right, we actually have the best position because our yield play. Let's not talk about the actual capital depreciation or appreciation of our tokens. Let's assume that everything maintains in a linear fashion. okay, in the next few years without much volatility, because we already dropped like 80-90%, right? Okay, so let's assume that you were buying Polkadot, okay, and Polkadot gives you a staking reward of about 13 to 14%, okay, less of the commission that the validator node takes. You as a nominator are getting around 12 to about 13%, okay, depending on which one you use. So take that as the strategy, right? You have inflation, right, that is potentially going up very aggressively. At this point of inflation is about 8%, 9%, right? You have things around you going up in value. Your actual fiat is actually becoming less valuable. Okay, so you want to find a solution. So as one of my dear watchers has mentioned, I think yield plays are actually very attractive at this point of time, especially when the assets are so depressed, right? They don't seem to, and hopefully won't fall more. And with their very attractive staking reward, for example, I think Cake is giving 60% per annum, but you have to lock your Cake up for 1 year. That means wherever it is now, it's locked up for 1 year, but you're getting 60%. And then that, as long as Cake, right, holds its price point, it doesn't drop to like $1, it's all good actually, because you're having, for a fact that it's returning you at 60%, you are able to gradually, try to find ways to get back into BNB and then back to fiat, or BNB back to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then you offload. It's actually a very attractive yield play. It's actually a good strategy. It's no different from people buying very, very cheap bonds at this point of time with suddenly a seemingly stable, with a stable credit rating, with a very good credit rating, and it matures in the money. So not only do you have a capital appreciation at the end of the maturity of the bond, but you also have a nice interest payout every quarter to semi-annually until the bond matures. So it's like currently a win-win, right? Because people don't know where the hell they need to go, where they need to park their money. Or alternatively, of course, you don't have to do anything, right? But when you don't do anything, you don't make any money, neither are you, and you're just losing money. You're definitely losing money even when you put it in the bank. Because the interest rate of, say, anywhere from 3 to 4% that you're getting on your saving, maybe you're getting 3 to 4%. I don't know even whether you're getting it on a flexible account. But I know a flexi account ain't going to be paying you so generously. It always has to be a fixed deposit account. Then you'll be paid a generous amount. And it's usually a tie-up with a mortgage. So it's always like, okay, you give us liquidity, we're gonna give you a better interest rate on your and financing on your home, but we're also going to charge you more going forward, right? Because going forward, if the interest rate environment keeps going up, people who are lending, who are borrowing money, are at a disadvantage. That means they're gonna take a longer time to pay down on their big ticket items, right? And at the same time, are you getting a salary increase that is keeping up with all the liabilities that you have? These are the thoughts that I have. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I've been on for about 48 minutes. I have enjoyed coming on and speaking to you guys. I mean, it seems like, like I said, it's going to be a challenging. It's going to be a challenging few years. Okay, it's going to be a challenging few years, but keep your chin up. Try to be as conservative as possible, right? By still maintaining a certain level of adventure, because like I said, crypto is an adventure. It's not simple. It's not easy, and you have to always keep yourself nimble. Okay, it's not like any average asset out there. Don't dabble in crypto if you don't have a high risk appetite. Like, just don't, just stay away from it. But if you do, right, there's a lot of research to be done, and at the same time, you really need to have some big pairs of kahunas, because you could lose a lot of money very quickly. So anyway, guys, peace.